The Democratic State Committee chair says the political arm of the party is not the target of a federal probe. Republican leaders, meantime, say the investigation has expanded to include the governors and other administration offices points up the need for significant reforms. State House correspondent Jim Hooker has more.
In her first public comments on the FBI probe since a search warrant was served at State Committee offices last Tuesday, Assemblywoman Bonnie Watson Coleman says Democrats will cooperate fully and have nothing to hide.
We have done no wrongdoing, and we are not a target, and we've been told we are not a target.
By whom?
By the U.S. Attorney's Office.
The focus of the investigation, which also resulted in subpoenas issued to the governor's office and state treasury and agriculture agencies late last week, reportedly centers on Middlesex County trash hauler and recycler David Damiano. He's a longtime campaign contributor to Governor McGreevey, who also served in gubernatorial campaign finance committees of the governor. Democrats today said the focus on Damiano means there won't be any political or other fallout for the governor.
Well, I think it's quite obvious that the individual that we're talking about has had as much interaction with the Republican governors and the Republican administrations than he has with the Democratic administrations, and so I don't think that this is any reflection on the governor at all.
Damiano has made settlements for back taxes of more than $400,000 each under the McGreevey and Whitman administrations, but Republicans see something far more sinister in the federal investigation now centering on State Street.
It's a serious law enforcement matter. I do think it's very sad that they're taking place here in this state capital, affecting a sitting governor.
The Republicans are using the investigation to turn up the heat on Democrats to reform what's known in the Capitol as pay-to-play, where it's alleged campaign contributors receive state contracts or special treatment.
I think it's always a disturbing matter when subpoenas are served and when search warrants are served, but I'll let the facts take care of themselves, and legislatively we should enact pay-to-play.
These guys were in charge for 10 years, did nothing. They absolutely, if they did anything, they moved away from pay-to-play. Now all of a sudden they're not in charge and they say that pay-to-play is the cause. I mean, it's like a red herring. You know, it's something that they got religion.
Senator Bryant hinted also that the federal investigation now centering on Democrats is politically motivated. He noted the U.S. Attorney, Chris Christie, is a Republican who once worked on President Bush's campaign.
It doesn't escape me that he hasn't looked at records by Republicans who absolutely have gotten dollars from different sources like anyone else.
A spokesman for Christie's office pointed up the recent prosecution and conviction of Republican County Executive and one-time Senate hopeful James Treffinger, adding, "That's absurd. This office has never operated that way. That's been proven by investigations and prosecutions of Republicans and Democrats alike. We call them as we see them." Jim Hooker, NJN News, the State House.
Governor McGreevey's